Good hustle!
There we go. There we go, Wes. Right here, Swanee.
Well, I'll have to fix all of them at halftime. Can't just do it.
Oh, he was working or not?
If you'll stand up here close to me, I'm close to him. Just unplug. Yeah, that one. And that. I can get one. No, don't unplug both of them. Because I'll probably get one. Okay. It's always going to be tangled up, I swear. Yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go. Always going to be tangled. Here you go, bud.
Come on, Frankenstein.
Hello and welcome back to the Swanee Broadcasting Network. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Currently 29 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the first half. Haven't missed too much. A few chances for Swanee, but still 0-0. Swanee will have a throw in. Swanee have had more of the possession, but so far it's been a pretty balanced game. Swanee will be expecting to come away with the win, although if they don't play it carefully and play Swanee soccer, they are up against an opponent who's definitely capable of beating them. Here's the Owls clearing out, and the counterattack is on. This is the style they like to play, but nicely dug out there from Zach Burkhead, the junior. Oh, brilliant play. Brennan Mann with it. Got stuck on his foot a little bit, but still trying to track it down and win it back.
Come on, Nicola. Take your space. Squirt.
Owls with possession here, taking their time on the ball. There's the long one. Goes right to backup goalkeeper Evan Stubert. Stubert is in for the injured goalkeeper for Sewanee, James Murray. Suffered a concussion against Oglethorpe, in which Sewanee lost 3-2 in a tough match that a lot of the players, and if you watch the way the game actually developed, that they definitely could have won, but man of the match performance from James Murray, but unfortunately he does have that concussion and is out. Nice ball put in. It's dangerous. Turks on it. Goalkeeper down. Referee deems that a foul. Sewanee came close there. Nice dangerous ball. That was serviced by Thompson, the freshman. Left foot. Head referee here today has been pretty protective of the goalkeepers. Not afraid to blow the whistle at the first sign of contact. Ball put in to the middle of the park. Here's Alpa, one touch. Andrew Turk plays it.
There we go, Hector.
Sewanee have not had great energy or work rate to start this match, and here comes a substitution. Maybe trying to shake things up a bit. Ben Vaith, the junior, number 20, is coming out. On is number 0, Evan Poole. Is a midfielder, 6-foot freshman. Scored a few goals earlier in the season, had a really good start to his freshman campaign. Velasco Turning, twisting, still on the ball, nicely done. Surveying his options. Burkhead strokes it over to Alpo. Here's the finish wizard, nice ball.
Good, West.
It's even better pick out from the defender.
Man on!
Dutka. Here's Mann. Ball put in at the back post. Thompson trying to get onto it. Here's Thompson again, back with it. Really involved early in the match. Cross after cross, dances by one. Here's Mann. Taking his time, couldn't quite get the ball back down to the turf to take a touch with it. Burkhead in the yellow boots, streaking forward. He is capable of getting forward. His freshman year played a little bit more of an attacking role, although he was a defender, and sophomore campaign often played in the midfield. Now with that back three, he needs to stay a little bit more disciplined, but doesn't mean he isn't capable of the casual or frequent offensive attack.
There we go. Come on, Josh.
Here's the counterattack.
Come on, Josh.
Brendan Mann.
There we go. All balls. Man on, Jose!
Swanee rushing to get back. Here come the Owls. Outside of the boot pass, but once again Dutka's there. It's positionally fantastic, and then he has the engine to go forward. As you're seeing right now, still going.
Drop!
Poole. Number 16, Kyle Johnson, hasn't been involved so far, but maybe in this cross he will be. Poole with it. And it goes sailing high. 23 minutes, 38 seconds remaining here in the first half. Triple substitution being made for the Tigers. The Zopler brothers are on. Number 28, Drew, and number 8, Bobby. Also on is number 34, Zach Shopovich, a freshman. Shopovich with it. Very direct here in his first minutes, and it pays off. Puts a brilliant ball in. Johnston was on it. Nicely defended. Great start to the game. Comes in, and within the first few touches, Shopovich is immediately creating danger. Zach Zimmerman and Marco Randazzo both warming up on the sideline, looking to come in, two senior veteran players. Shopovich didn't see any other options and elected to put it out of bounds once again. It'll be another throw for the Owls. Here's Zopler. Sprays a ball forward to the on-rushing Andrew Turk, who's got pace to burn. Can he get to it? Went down hard. Took the corner flag off as well. Made a good run of that. Right idea, just a little bit too much on the ball. Zach Zimmerman is on. Thompson's off. Marco also on. Really technical player, capable of some magic. Andrew Turk is coming off, and the players that have been subbed off here in the first half will not be allowed to return to the game in the first half per NCAA rule.
Get a touch on it. Touch it.
Some wild touches there from Kyle Rodriguez. If the Owls are to get a goal and sneak up on Sewanee, they're going to have to be very efficient in their counterattacks and clinical. Zach Burkhead. Zolper. Kyle Johnston now. Randazzo. Back to Johnston. Johnston surveying, shoots, strikes, ball ricocheted off into his arm. Referee deemed that a handball, even though the player just gone to strike the ball. A little bit of a talking to, saying his arm wasn't in a natural position. Johnny McNeil deals with the danger. Always so solid at the back over the years. Player's got a lot of minutes under his belt now with Sewanee. Sewanee do win this game. They'll go 500. Had some tough losses in the conference, though, and they play in 3 days in Arkansas against Hendricks in a big game, and this is dangerous. Owls converted pretty quickly into a chance. Sewanee defense did dig in there, though, and prevent any shots on goal. It'll be the first corner of the match for the Owls. 18 minutes, 52 seconds remaining here in the first half. Still 0-0. Sewanee will be looking to try to get on the scoreboard here early. First they have to deal with this danger. That's a great ball. One of the strong pieces of this Owls team, Shapovich. Owls play quickly, but then immediately lose possession there. Sewanee back on it. Bit of sloppy play there from both teams. Sewanee just had a throw and not even make it onto the field. Drew Zolper. Oh, nicely done. And an even better tackle there. Jacob Thomas, the junior in defense, doing a nice job of marking Kyle Johnston so far. That'll be a free kick. Owls in a set piece opportunity, which they relish.
Let's go, Jacob!
Late runner coming into the box for Sewanee. It's Kyle Johnston trying to shore up the Sewanee set piece defense. 17 minutes on the clock. Could be a real opportunity for the Owls. Puts it in. Johnston heads away. Showing off some of the defensive capabilities that he helped hone when he played center back last year for the Tigers. Play all over the park, really. Talk about the goalkeeper situation. If, which would be extremely unlucky, Stubert were to get injured, Kyle Johnston would be the player who'd able to fill back in the goalkeeper role, played it growing up. Dudka wanted it short, but Stubert called for it deep, and he's got a booming kick. Zach Zimmerman working physical play here.
There we go. That's Go, Jacob, go!
As you've seen with these substitutions that Sewanee have made, it's been a lot of them and pretty early on,
Talk, boy!
looking to really use their advantage in depth and energy and fitness to try to overpower the Owls. The Owls don't have as deep of a bench, and their fitness probably isn't at the level that Sewanee's is. Nicely done. Great pass, Zach Zimmerman tracking back. Oh, brilliant build-up here from the Owls. Nice 1-2 passes, and here comes the cross. Back post, ball headed over.
Nice header, square!
Owls with an opportunity there.
Ready, come on!
Best bit of play they've had here this afternoon at Pewitt Field. A lot of communication from the Sewanee bench, something that you see very often. It's very much a tradition in this program. Zimmerman heads it forward. He draws the foul this time. Sewanee have a great physical presence in the match right now. Multiple players over 6 feet. Although Johnny McNeil, the center back, perhaps the biggest player of them all, has stayed back here. Ball put in, back post. Cleared out. Tough to bring down for Zimmerman. Inventive ball there. Once again, the Owls will clear out. Not a bad touch there. Good body control. Referee did deem a foul there against Zach Zimmerman.
Let's go, Jacob, come on!
As I mentioned before, this is really an area that the Owls try to capitalize in. It's something they take pride in. Set pieces, they're pretty capable of it. That's a great ball. Player goes down, barking at the referee. Referee didn't see anything. And Dile Tashuma on the bench. Not dressed out, though, for the Sewanee Tigers. Fitness a big concern for him, and what a talented player he is. And it's just a game like this where he could really change it. Brings pace and a level of athleticism that is very useful for the Tigers. Zimmerman plays the overlap. Zolper plays a through ball. It looks to be getting to the goalkeeper before Kyle Johnston. 12 minutes, 15 seconds remaining here as the first half is winding down. Sewanee are doing what they didn't want to do, which is keeping the Owls in the game. They'll be wanting to get off the mark, get into the lead before they go into the locker room for halftime. As I've mentioned with some of the positive results that the Owls have had, if you keep them in the game, they can definitely compete with you. And it'll lead to a dogfight.
There we go. There we go.
Dudka. Oh, that's brilliant. Great ball. Nicely done from Sewanee. Countering the pressure.
There we go. Yes. Yes.
Austin Young now on the pitch, number 26, another freshman. Zach Zimmerman down the line. Zolper. Plays a pop-up ball. It'll cause some concern. And here comes Sewanee inside the box. Still working for it. Cleared out. Dutka on it. Player brought down. Referee didn't see anything. Shaking his head. Kyle Johnson was the player subbed off for number 26, Austin Young, and here comes the throw in. It's approaching 10 minutes left in the first half for the Tigers, 0-0. Stuber. German-American. Lived in Germany for a number of years, but now back in the States. Here's Dutka. Drew Zolper plays it in. Sewanee with some space. Poole with it.
There we go, Josh!
Elected to dribble. Wasn't the right idea. Johnny McNeil with the step over. Zach Zimmerman calling for it on the outside. Another substitution for Sewanee is on the books. It's not a very long season, college soccer season. The games come thick and fast. Sewanee have 6 games in 14 days, so it'll be a top priority for head coach Tony Pacello to keep his players rested. And the most important thing is their performance in the conference. Off comes Evan Poole. In comes number 22, Nick Zanke from Louisville, Kentucky. He's another freshman. Comes the throw-in for the Owls, who are definitely capable of the long throw-in, something Sewanee also like is they're off here on a counterattack. One touch. Ball put into the box. Nobody there. Turning, surveying. Marco Randazzo plays a connecting ball. Nicely done. That was Young. Sankey tried to get onto the end of it, but the pass didn't have the angles quite right. Drew Zolper looks to have a lot of talent, a lot of potential. See him to be a fixture in the side for years to come. Dutka hadn't put a foot wrong this match. Sewanee do win a corner through the help of Bobby Zolper and Zach Zimmerman, both rushing onto that ball, and Zach Zimmerman is going to be the one to service it. Plays it early. That's a good ball. Back post. A little bit too high. Six minutes, 19 seconds remaining here in the first half. Still scoreless. Zolper to Dutka. Zimmerman, left foot, put it in. chested down, kicked over. You see the idea, just couldn't get his angles right on the connecting diagonal pass. Ethan Dudko was pushing forward, the defender. Johnny McNeil clears high. A lot of time for Zach Zimmerman to try to get onto this. It does go out of bounds. As the season starts to wear on, and as I mentioned, the college soccer season in NCAA is so fast. The games come so quickly. It's difficult in games like this to keep your focus, Sewanee. Just come off of a road trip and 2 tough losses. Have an opportunity here. Nice touch on the left-hand side, takes a shot. Left foot got around it, but not enough as that ball went wide. First spark, first real bit of danger for Sewanee in 5 or 6 minutes. John McGee, the sophomore goalkeeper out of Illinois here, clears it out. Not the best clearance, not the best goal kick. Drew Zolper. Zach Zimmerman worked hard to try to keep that one in bounds, but yet another ball. A lot of stray passes, a little bit of sloppiness in Sewanee's game. They need to try to clear that up in the second half if they want to take a victory out of this, and victory is something that I definitely think this team needs. Get that positive momentum after games in which they've played well but haven't won. Nice slide tackle there. Referee gives the whistle. A little bit of light contact there from the Owls. Here's Stewart. Two minutes, 45 seconds remaining here in the first half. Still scoreless. Ball pumped in. Oh, this could be dangerous. Zach Zimmerman on it. Hit it when it was too high. Couldn't get the ball down, and it goes out harmlessly. Sewanee will have an opportunity to press here, though. It's a bad throw-in. Wasteful in possession. Nicely done. Randazzo almost broke through. Here's Zanke working. Nice rollback. Good vision. Eyes in the back of his head to see that. Here come the Owls. They have an option at the back post. He's waiting on it. Now he serves it. McNeil's there to deal with it. And he does just that. Ball goes out of bounds. Be an Owls throw-in. Bobby Zolper, senior veteran, really the heart and soul of this team. Dudka flying forward. That was a brilliant slide tackle. Number 13, Andres Martinez, who's stepped in and saved the Owls on a number of occasions. caused a little bit of danger there. The goalkeeper slid for it, but that ball got deflected.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining in the first half.
Second-year head coach Tim Gold for the Owls yelling out instructions, wanting his team to drop back and defend, not concede anything. You see that evidenced by them just pumping the ball right back to the back line of Sewanee. 35 seconds remaining here. Sewanee trying to carve out one last opportunity. Dudka turns onto his left, nicely done, plays it in, a bit of miscommunication there. And the Owls are trying to launch a two-man counterattack, long ball played on. Stubert's gonna be able to get there. Almost lost for it, a little bit of nerves there.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
And this ball is gonna go out of bounds.
1.
Zach Zimmerman on the attempted cross, but it wouldn't have mattered. Whistle's blown, horn is blasted, and Sewanee find themselves in a stalemate here with the Owls. We will be back with you for the second half. My name is Spencer King. This is the Sewanee Broadcasting Network.
check, check.
Hello and welcome back to the Sewanee Broadcasting Network. My name is Spencer King. Sewanee find themselves in a stalemate here against the Owls 0-0. Not a great performance in the first half from Sewanee. Spirited halftime talk will probably have inspired the Tigers to come in with a much more forceful display. And here's Ethan Dudka on the right-hand side. Sewanee made a lot of substitutions in the first half, giving young players opportunities. But here they rolled out their tried and tested starting 11 to start the second half. Man won the ball, brought down referee, didn't see anything. Johnny McNeil immediately getting into the action with a hard slide tackle. Sewanee are pressuring a lot more than they did in the beginning of the first half. I think that's a game plan, tactical tweak. Dudka puts it forward. Ben Vaith, one lurking on it. Nicely done. Good energy there. Turk plays it forward. Kyle Johnson takes a touch. Defender was there. Boots it out almost for a corner, but instead Sewanee will have to take the long throw in. Something both teams really favor. Both have players capable of putting the ball into the box from the long throw in. Here it comes. Johnson at the near post, got his head on it. Ball bouncing around Turk. Settles it. Alpo. Left-footed, right-footed. Doesn't matter for him. That cross, an errant cross from sophomore Andrew Turk goes into the side net. He seems to have shaken off a little bit of an injury in the first half as he was running towards the corner flag. Fell a little bit awkwardly, but his pace seems to be back. The Owls are a team that like to play deep, don't need a lot of possession. It's not the way they want to play. They prefer to hit on the counterattack. We're seeing that here with a lot of possession here in the second half with Sewanee. .42 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Sewanee looking to go 500 if they can get the win. It's a win that I really think the team needs. Have two tough losses. Ball put in, dangerous. Just cleared out at the last moment from the Owls. Sewanee starting to expose some cracks in that back line. Don't need to expose the cracks. They need to blow the wall down. They need to break the deadlock. Nice ball put in. Push off. Foul against Johnny McNeil, number 32. Listed at 6'5". Could very well be 6'6". He and Kyle Johnson are such threats through the air. That's a foul. Referee deemed it immediate, didn't give the advantage. I think that's the right call, and Thompson surveyed his options quick. Instead let Alpo switch it. Here's Dudka. Pumps the ball forward in the box. Not the best clearance. It'll be another throw in a dangerous area for Sewanee. Looking much better here in the second half. Come to life at early kickoff time. Maybe it just took them a little bit to wake up. Oh, dangerous throw. Ben Vaith went right to the goalkeeper. Wasn't able to keep a firm grip on the ball and saw it go out for a corner. Sewanee are capable of playing short and long here with these corners. I do think that they'll try to pump it deep. Zach Burkhead A late runner into the box. This one comes in at the back post. Burkhead had an opportunity. Just grazed off his head. Couldn't redirect it on target. Urging from the crowd here at Sewanee for the Tigers to continue to attack and try to get that goal. Nice job for Ben Vaith to get his head on it. Force a clearance. Injuries starting to pick up for Sewanee. They definitely don't have their full starting 11. Oh, and that could be a costly turnover. Here are the Owls on the break. This is exactly what they want. They have to be clinical. And who else other than Johnny McNeil to pick that out? He's done that time and time again in his Sewanee career. The last one back, one of 3 back, and he always seems to step up and make the play. Ball stroked forward. Andrew Turk with his pace brings it down. Meg, the defender. Oh, that's a bad clearance. Thompson will try to take advantage. Goes down the line, puts it in. Flashes high and wide.
There we go. Good work, Squirt.
It's encouraging signs from Sewanee. .38 minutes, 24 seconds remaining. Another poor clearance. Ben Vaith charging into the box. Has to get his touch in order. Bit of physical contact there between the two players.
Get your head, Squirt.
Ben Vaith will be the player attempting the long throw-in. Near post, nicely done. Brendan Mann redirected it to the back post. Had Zach Burkhead, Andrew Turk, who were lurking there. The ball also almost went in the back of the net by itself. Just a few inches wide. Here's Alpo pulling the strings on a long ball. He's going to test the back line of the Owls as Johnston brings it down, turns it on to his left, plays a small ball. Nicely done, nice link up. Brendan Mann with the shot deflected out wide. Here's Alpo. Dangerous ball. Johnston on it now, trying to get it under control. And that's a shot, and it's blasted wide over the bar. Severin Velasco. Sewanee much, much better here in the second half. Starting to create real opportunities. Velasco, renowned for his touch and ball control, his technical ability, particularly when he's dribbling. Vaith trying to get it onto the foot of Kyle Johnston, didn't work out. Nicely done from Thompson. Pulls it back.
There we go, there we go. Good work, Squirt.
Here's a free kick for the Owls. Didn't quite have the service they would have hoped for. Surprising move to play it short. They're going to put their back line under pressure, but do pull it off. Chested down.
Good, West.
Oh, that's brilliant from Alpo.
Cover for him.
Positive play there from Ben Vaith that forced the throw in. Johnston called for it just outside the box, but wasn't serviced. Interesting ball from Zach Burkhead, finds its way over on the right-hand wing. Turk services low. This will come to Vaith. Vaith strikes, and that crashes off of the bar. Post still rattling. It was the best opportunity for Sewanee of the match. Came just inches wide. Very nearly the breakthrough Sewanee was hoping for. Goalkeeper rooted to his spot there, is helpless. After nearly conceding there, the Owls will need to have a little bit of a reaction here. Being dominated at the moment. Oh, that's pinpoint perfect from Alpo on the long ball. Switch the field. Now it's a throw-in. Dutka at the service. Ball bounces.
There we go, West.
Nice tracking back there from Alpo. Here's Velasco. Turk heads it onto the path of Kyle Johnson. Defender was there. Cleared off the line.
There we go.
Thompson bursting forward. Look at the pace there from Thompson at the back post. Turk runs into the net, but the ball didn't follow him. Sewanee with the lion's share of possession here in the second half. Well over 75%. It's nicely done there from the Owls to draw the foul and slow play down. .31 minutes, 49 seconds remaining. Johnny McNeil once again won the aerial battle. You're not going to lose to him very often. Owls looking to deal with this. Dropped so deep. Only one forward really in the formation that the Owls are playing with. It's the striker number 9. Josh Martin will be left to do it all alone if the Owls do have possession. This one you have to be careful though. You can start to get into the rhythm and a false sense of comfort, get all the players forward, and then a quick counterattack and you're left exposed. You see that error made at the professional level very often. Good work rate. Andrew Turk trying to keep it in bounds. And he does. Brilliantly done. Ball just Went flashing wide at the back post and led to Thompson. Recovery that was then deflected out. Now a corner. Right on the 30-minute mark, and this is a good ball. Defender was there. Johnny McNeil chasing back. Ensures that that ball goes out for a throw-in. Brendan Mann brings it down. Oh, and he goes down in the box. It'll be some controversy. And it is a penalty kick. Referee pointed to the spot. An opportunity for Sewanee and Kyle Johnston to break the deadlock. Brilliant dribble there from Brendan Mann to give his team the opportunity to flip this match on its head. All the pressure comes down to this one man, number 16, Kyle Johnston, waiting for the referee to blow his whistle. Scored a penalty kick in the previous game against Oglethorpe. If he did score, it'd be his 7th goal of the season. What is a terrific tally. A lot of nonsense. Extracurricular activities here, maybe trying to get in the head of the penalty kick taker, Kyle Johnston. Long wait, and here it is, Johnston, and it's saved. Goalkeeper got down to his right. It's a fantastic save. Johnston didn't take the penalty very well, though. What a moment for the Owls, and Sewanee now are going to have to do it the hard way.
That was a good kick, too.
Owls players circling around Kyle Johnston, trying to get under his skin, draw a yellow card. It's very difficult for a player to miss a penalty and then not have that affect the rest of your game. You've got to have a lot of mental strength. Oh, nicely done. Alpo with one of his trademark long shots, but the finish wasn't very trademark as that ball went way, way high. 28 minutes, 23 seconds remaining here. In the second half, still 0-0. Not huge chance. It's now past Sewanee by. The penalty kick is saved. How will Sewanee react? Here's Brendan Mann, who did so well to draw the penalty. Alpo. Zach Burkhead has put in a calm performance tonight, collected. Velasco plays it down to the left-hand side. Thompson puts it in. Johnson at the back post, tries to get onto it. Oh, just a little bit too high. Nice play there from Thompson, the freshman. Beat his defender down the line.
Come on, Josh, take the run.
Nicely done from Dutcutt. But then he turns it over. Now wins it back. Burkhead. Thompson. Ball popped up. Back post. Kyle Johnston. Now falls for Andrew Turk. Turk switches onto his right. Down the line. Crosses it. Poole with it. Volleys. Just over. Lashes it over the bar. Another opportunity for the Tigers. Seems like just a matter of time now before the Tigers do get off the mark and get that goal. It would be a huge moment in the game. Doesn't look very likely. The Owls aren't very threatening right now, especially in the second half from the attack. And here comes the clearance from a defender from a goal kick.
Get her, Bryce, come on.
Just as I say that, the Owls put in a dangerous ball. Brendan Mann let that one run. Gamble didn't pay off, and the referee whistled him for kicking a leg there, leaving a leg as he went rushing by. And it'll be another set piece for the Owls. Something Sewanee prepared for and we're very weary of in the build-up to this match. It's the ability through the air and set pieces and corners of the Owls. Hard-driven ball. Evan Poole will be tasked with chasing this one down. Awkward bounce. Not the best clearance. Johnson won it with his head. Can Turk reach to it? Nice heel chop. Deflects off of the defender. Sewanee have not dipped into the reserves or looked towards the bench here in the second half, keeping their starting 11 intact. Oh, it's a great tackle from Alpo.
Come on, Josh.
Uproots the Owl player. McNeil all the way back to the goalkeeper. Sewanee with time and space. Oh, that's nicely done from Dudka. He's got options left and right. Burkhead chops it over. Thompson. Still on it. Poole now out on the left. Sizing up his defender. Goes left. Down the line. Puts it in. Hits side netting. Second time that's happened for Sewanee in the second half. Great opportunity. Bombing down the left-hand side, but the cross wasn't able to be kept in the field of play. 24 minutes remaining here. Sewanee still haven't scored. 0-0. Substitution being made here. Turk comes off. Junior number 23, Ben Vaith. Definitely capable of scoring a goal. McNeil with very strong tackles there. He's another player who's carrying a little bit of a knock, as you see, sporting that left knee brace. Brendan Mann out wide. Ben Vaith. Attackers were on rushing, but was picked as very nicely from the Owls. Oh, that's a great touch, bursting forward. Stubert had his eye on it and let it go wide. Stubert's confidence level as a goalkeeper is off the charts. Often play with it at the back. Defenders are on rushing and doesn't seem to bother him at all. Could be a lot of that influence from the way they play in Germany.
Let's score! Let's score, Tigers!
Yes, Hatter. Yes.
Zach Burkhead. Velasco.
Good work, boys.
Nice direct ball there into the heart of the pitch. Nice dribble. Here's Velasco. Dancing, turning on his right foot. Takes a shot from distance. Couldn't quite get the connection he wanted. Ball took a few bounces before it went to the goalkeeper. Here's an Owl opportunity. Don't seem to be that interested in attacking the Owls. I think now trying to target a draw, and here's Mann bursting forward. He's got tackers left to right. Likes to go to Ben Vaith, the substitute. Deflected out as he was trying to pump that one in to the 6-yard box where Evan Poole, Kyle Johnson, and Thompson were waiting. Yet another corner for Sewanee. I don't think they've scored as many as they would have liked from set pieces this year, and this is an opportunity to try to erase that. See Velasco short, that's an option. Nope, put in at the near post. Goalkeeper who's had a nice match, saving a penalty kick, and now with a good strong punch out. Nicely done from Sewanee. Got to be careful.
Shift over.
Johnny McNeil. Poole. Thompson, number 7's all over the pitch right now. Left, right, tracking back in defense. A little bit of miscommunication there between forward Ben Vaith and midfielder Alpo. Alpo from Finland. He's a junior this season. He's also on the fire department for Sewanee, something very unique to Sewanee. Students are able to participate in the fire department. Nicely done. Thompson with the one-time cross. Sewanee in full force right now, just not able to break through. That defense had that opportunity. Kyle Johnson threw the penalty kick, but weren't able to convert. 18 minutes, 48 seconds remaining. There's another corner, back post. McNeil with it. High, dangerous, awkward clearance for the Owls. They dealt with it nicely. Oh, brilliant ball. Owls still on it. All the touches going towards them, and that's a definite handball. Yellow card for Brendan Mann, the midfielder. The rule with that is if the ball hits your hand and it's deemed intentional, or if your arm was in an unnatural position, then it gives the referee license to pull out the yellow card. Often cases in the box, a red card. Second-year head coach for the Owls, Tim Gold, will be wanting his team to really take advantage of this set-piece opportunity. And that's an Sewanee have conceded. It's an own goal. I don't know what you call it. Just a gaff from the goalkeeper. Sewanee stunned here. Goalkeeper couldn't track it for Sewanee. Clock is stopped. Now it's a triple, even quadruple substitution for the Owls, who are in disbelief that somehow they find themselves winning this match. Completely against the run of play. Sewanee have absolutely dominated the second half. Owls have offered absolutely nothing going forward. Haven't really had a chance the whole match, and then From about 40 yards out, a ball's pumped in and somehow finds its way in the back of Sewanee's net. Sewanee now have a mountain to climb here. 18 minutes to try to change the fate of this match. I'd expect this game to be ratcheted up a notch in terms of physicality. Sewanee will start going into challenges. And that goal's completely re-energized the Owls. I really like the choice from head coach Tony Pasella to not substitute any players. Leave the team out here that conceded. On the pitch, they were playing fantastic. One error, but it doesn't mean they aren't capable of even pulling out a win here. They've created opportunity after opportunity. Just need to be a bit more clinical. Certainly does make for interesting viewing here in the final moments of this game. There's going to be more drama, I'm sure of that. Johnston, nice touch. Plays a great ball forward. Ben Vaith's going to get onto it. Referee gives the foul. Although it doesn't look good on your overall record, the most important thing for the Tigers is the conference play, and this isn't a conference game, so it won't affect their playoff opportunities or really long-term goals of what they want to accomplish this season. That being said, picking up a win here would be very important. It's something that the team may need in this moment after having dropped the 2 previous conference games. It's been a great reaction in the second half, though. I think halftime talk from head coach Tony Pasella and some of the leaders got this team playing at the level where they really should be. It's a really talented side that a lot of conference opponents have been talking about in the preseason and build up to this year. Nice. Alpo got an option left, and he does play it. Pull Johnson forward, Vaith at the back post. Here's Thompson using his pace. Wins his team a corner. Now you see Johnny McNeil, number 32, the defender, getting into the box. Sewanee do decide to dip into that bench. They have a lot of options. They're a lot deeper than this Owls team, and they have freshman classes. They're most talented recruiting-wise. They've had a long time. That's a good ball. Johnston with it. Keeps it alive. That's a bad clearance. Velasco with it. Turning. Nice pick out. Thompson, great touch. He can serve it. Ball at the back post to the goalkeeper. Strong, firm hands. Blaine Kirkland, who's a sophomore for the Owls, can also play in the field as a forward. It's a pretty unique thing to be able to play as a goalkeeper and also a forward. Velasco. Step over, using his pace. Low center of gravity, but nicely picked out from the Owl defense. A gamble and a miss. There's a one-man counterattack.
Yes. Oh, come on.
players still down. As I said, the physicality has indeed gone up another notch there. Saw Alpo in a little bit of a confrontation. Owls players trying to make the most of those challenges. See slide tackles left and right. Johnny McNeil's been involved. 13 minutes remaining. Time starting to run out for Sewanee.
You are John. Keep it up. Let's keep it up, boys.
Nicely done, bursting forward in the midfield. Here's Mann, plays the ball off. It'll be a one-on-one. Evan Poole not able to get there in time. The goalkeeper was off his line very quickly.
Josh, they're not calling it. Keep working.
If the result does stay as it is, it's just a reflection that sport can be a very, very cruel one at times. All it takes is one moment to reverse an entire 90 minutes worth of play from a team. And here's Stubert. Oh, and this will be converted into a huge opportunity for Sewanee. One-on-one, Velasco with his left foot. And it does end up in the back of the net. The goalkeeper's devastated. Sewanee, you're going to get the ball. Try to get it back into play as quickly as possible. It's 1-1. Game all level. 11 minutes, 36 seconds. Sewanee are now going to go for the win, and what a change it was. What an up and down match it's been. And all of that leads to this. This ball that got deflected around and then kicked up and lobbed over the Owl defense. Velasco did very nicely there. The goalkeeper had a great save for the penalty kick, but didn't do so well there on that one-on-one. Got a hand to it, but it wasn't strong enough, and it ended up going out behind him, rolling into the back of the net. Well done there, though, from Velasco. Great composure. Not a single substitution has been made in the second half for Sewanee. Alpo turning. Nicely done. Putting on a clinic there. Not so much with the pass.
There we go. Get a touch on it.
McNeil will try to shepherd this one out of bounds. Good display of sportsmanship there between Johnny McNeil and number 9, Josh Martin, the striker for the Owls. Gave a little high five after they went at it there, trying to chase that ball down. Thompson driving forward, once again going to the left-hand side. He's got space, he can get the cross in. Lifted too high. Really frustrated with himself there. He's been so explosive tonight. all credit to this Owls team who, as I mentioned in the first half, have played a lot of good quality opponents, a lot of conference opponents that Sewanee will face up against here in the coming weeks. Really tight, and this is another game that they find themselves, although they haven't had a lot of possession, but somehow they're still in the game. They're competing, really pushing Sewanee to their limits. Ooh, Johnston heads down, and Brendan Mann had the opportunity. Almost an open net. Just couldn't keep it down. The ball was too high. What an opportunity that was. I expect Sewanee to have 3 or 4 more opportunities to get the win here. It's definitely within their capabilities. Ben Vaith chests down. Dudka runs all the way up from his defensive duties to take the throw in. Alpo, nicely done. Here's the goal scorer, Velasco. Left foot shot at the goalkeeper. Couldn't get the pace on it either. And that is very worrisome for the Tigers. Kyle Johnson, who's been battling with a heel injury, immediately calls for the bench as substitution and is now in talks with the trainer. Sewanee's best player, leading goal scorer. It'd be a huge blow for Sewanee, especially considering they have vital conference games coming up here. October the 5th, they're away at Hendricks. That's something we'll keep you updated on. Evan Poole for now appears to be the player replacing Kyle Johnson up top. Burkhead in the defense. Nice touch there from Johnny McNeil. Poole jumped onto it, had a player running back behind him. Poole still going, still on the ball. Plays it out wide to Mann. Shifts right, now looking left. Velasco's in the middle. Cuts it onto his right, looking for the shot. Goes to the goalkeeper, stings his palms, but he's able to stay onto it, keep his body in front of it. Severin Velasco, sophomore, as Zach Burkhead elevated and was ultimately upended there. As I was saying, Velasco is capable of creating something out of nothing. He's got that individual spark, and it's been on full display tonight. Zach Burkhead, physical play there, out-muscled a defender, put it past him. Shows you a little bit of the variety he has in his game, able to play all over the pitch. As I mentioned, played in midfield some last year. He's got a good left foot, can strike a ball. Velasco, dances by one. He's absolutely on form tonight. Poole from distance. And it's bobbled from the goalkeeper.
Good work, John!
Brendan Mann was right there breathing down the neck of the goalkeeper. Blaine Kirkland was able to save himself the embarrassment and hold on to it. Foot comes in for the tackle. Ben Vaith working, tracking back. McNeil. Burkhead.
Yes, squirt.
Back onto the pitch is Kyle Johnson. Jules Zopler offering a little bit of coverage. I do want to update you on that. It was not his previous recurring injury with his heel. In fact, it was a nose issue. Oh, this will be dangerous. Can Sewanee? They can't. So close to getting the winner. The ball was pumped into the middle of the box, but they didn't have a runner there.
Come on, Josh. Pressure it. Pressure it.
The Owls really struggling now. It's all Sewanee at the moment. It's a goal kick. Owls taking their time. I think a draw would be a positive result for them. You can always tell how a team sees themselves. If they waste time here in a draw, it shows you they think they're inferior, and they'll be happy with wasting the time. And Sewanee will be trying to beat the clock as it winds down, as we only have 4 minutes and 9 seconds remaining. Nice switch there from Dutka. Thompson. Ooh. Thompson. Ball pumped in, back post, man has it. Defenders there. Referee thought it tipped off of the head of Brendan Mann. .30 more seconds have come off of the clock. Substitution being made for the Owls. It looks like the team that, the 11 that started the second half, will be going the distance for Sewanee. Evan Poole is the exception. Brendan Mann turning. Alpo under a bit of pressure. Nicely done there. Not the right one, too. Alpo's floated around the pitch tonight. It's been brilliant. Vaith turning. Touch was heavy, but led onto the foot of Kyle Johnson, who serves it at the back post. Very nearly went in. He's definitely looking for the cross, but it was very dangerous as a shot. Brendan Mann, who's been getting forward here in the second half, has been pretty close to a few of these balls as they're lurking. And now Sewanee have less than 2 minutes. It's going to come now or never. 1-1. Sewanee should have 1 or 2 more opportunities. And there's the bit of time wasting. As I said, it shows you exactly where they view themselves as a team. It's something that shouldn't be in the game. They call it the dark arts in the professional level, and it's something that's not sportsmanlike at all. Wasting time. Does draw his team a yellow card, but because it's out of conference, it won't really matter. Here's Alpo with the service. Poole got it all wrong there, and Sewanee will have it hard pressed to carve out another opportunity. Silence on the pitch right now, not a lot of talking. something I don't see of Sewanee too often. Burkhead puts it forward. Velasco brings it down. Brendan Mann couldn't get the angles or the power right on the pass. Went out of bounds. Referee now calling it back. Sewanee will have a throw-in opportunity. They're charging forward. In the last 15 seconds of the match, here it is. Ball bouncing. They'll look to clear it out. Don't think Sewanee will have another opportunity. Yep, that should be it. Ball cleared out. Zach Burkhead will try to pump it forward, but the horn is going to blow. The game is going to be called. The 90 minutes are over. Sewanee end up with the draw here against the Owls. Had a tough goal that they conceded, but they were able to draw one back. We're definitely the better team here tonight. Although the result wasn't what they wanted, they dominated the second half. A great response from the first half when they came out a little bit flat. I think they showed character, pulled it back together, put in a great performance in the second half. Just weren't able to convert, weren't able to score those goals. But as I mentioned, the most important thing is what you do in the conference. This game doesn't really matter in the large scope of what Sewanee wants to accomplish. And if they learn from this and move forward, it'll be for the better. So my name is Spencer King. We enjoy having you listening to us. We really hope you come back here next time for our next game. This has been the Sewanee Sports Broadcasting Network. Thank you. Do want to clarify, sorry for that confusion. They will go into an overtime, so Sewanee will have the opportunity to win it. Bit iffy on the laws of the NCAA and exactly how they were going to work this out, but as I said, there will be an overtime, and Sewanee will have an opportunity to get a win. So I would expect heavy substitutions from the Tigers. Go into that deep bench, and the Owls are going to have to make substitutions where they don't quite have the depth and quality to replace the players. Sewanee ended the game carving out a lot of chances, and I would expect that to continue in the overtime period. We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds until first half of overtime does kick off. We'll be right back with you for that, for live coverage. Sewanee trying to break the deadlock here, all tied 1-1. Welcome back here to overtime.
Did you see it bounce?
There's no feedback, but gotcha.
10 seconds remaining here for the kickoff to overtime. Sewanee drew in full time. Now go to extra time and try to find a resolution to this match. Starting 11 that started the game is back out on the pitch, including Andrew Turk. The events got off with a penalty saved for the goalkeeper from the Owls on a Kyle Johnson penalty kick, and then the Owls went ahead through a long, very bizarre free kick. It somehow ended up in the back of the net. Before too long, Sewanee had equalized through Severin Velasco, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, put it through. This will test the goalkeeper. He tried to punch it away, and he did nicely. Dutka played forward. Here's Brendan Mann. This ball goes out to Andrew Turk, who's going to dance with it and goes down the line. Using his pace, got options in the box. He's picked. Put it in. Referee does say it went out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick, and the Owls don't have their goalkeeper take it. A few teams do this. A player can clear the ball out. He's got a little bit of a stronger leg. Sewanee currently walking a tightrope with their goalkeeper position. They already have 2 injured. Goalkeeper Will Merriman tore his ACL in the off-season, and now James Murray's out with a concussion, so it's up to the 3rd string Evan Stubert, and if he gets injured, Sewanee would have to dip into the infield and players who don't train as goalkeepers. Bit too much enthusiasm there for the Owls, unable to keep that touch under control. They will win a throw-in. Overall, referee's done a pretty good job tonight. Properly spotted the penalty kick and has kept the game under check. Not too much arguing there from Thompson. Just caught the opposing player in the face. Andrew Martinez, that's a junior out of Santiago, Chile. He's put in a man of the match performance. He and the goalkeeper for the Owls have been fantastic tonight. There will be a set piece. Owls scored off of one earlier. Brendan Mann was there to rise to it. Andrew Turk. Midfielder Brendan Mann, Alpo Velasco performed really well tonight. Another free kick given away from the Tigers. Will be another opportunity for the Owls. This one a little bit closer in. It'll be more dangerous. This will be a big test for the Sewanee goalkeeper here. Sewanee's positioning was good there. They were positioned well to clear that ball out. Go in for a long throw in. What a backheel flick there. And then a shot came in. Couldn't get the contact that he wanted. Ball goes to the goalkeeper for Sewanee, Stubert. Errant clearance gives Sewanee possession. Here's Brennan Mann, strokes it forward. Andrew Turk on the right-hand side. Dudka serves an early ball, low on the ground. Johnson's to it. Couldn't quite get around it. Encouraging signs for Sewanee here in the first half of overtime. Sloppy touches here from both teams. The effort's there though from Brendan Mann. Velasco chests it. Oh, that's a great ball onto Ben Vaith. Can he control it? With his head, plays it forward. Defender takes a touch. Oh, and that's a collision, a nasty collision at that. Ben Vaith is down. So is the Owls defender.
Come on, Jacob.
Evan Poole warming up on the sideline. We're going to ask the player to exit the field of play as a precaution. He will be substituted. Poole, player who's got a great feel for the game, is in the right place at the right time. He scored a few goals earlier this season by getting in the right positions, getting his angles right, and then with simple finishes. So when he could use that bit of headiness here as the game has gone into overtime. Kirkland, the goalkeeper, communicating with his back line. Brennan Mann loves to turn and twist in the midfield. Make you think he's going one way and then he goes the other. Talk about shiftiness. There's Thompson. Eviscerated his defender and then was brought down, drawing the free kick. Delivery here is very important. Ball put in near post. Johnson. Referee called a foul there, the diving header, and Kyle Johnson. It's a good ball from Alpo. Whip it in at the near post. There's that clearance out. Couldn't get the touch right. Nicely done. One touch passes. Velasco. Never seen him take a bad touch. Here's Poole, who's limping heavily. I don't know if he's pulled a hamstring. He will definitely need to come out. The man who will replace him is the forward Ben Vaitha Jr., who had to be subbed out for his own injury. So Tigers dealing with a little bit of fitness problems at the moment. That'll be a big concern. Sewanee do have the depth this season to keep moving forward despite the injuries. For Reed Turner, another player who could step in. Oh, and the chance went high and wide. Brendan Mann was nearly on it. He's been all around the box, in and out of the 6-yard box. A lot of balls have fallen to him tonight. as the game has progressed, Swanee have seen more and more possession. Owls sitting deeper and deeper. Turk was hustling back to try to keep that ball in bounds. I think the lack of substitutions really speaks to the importance that Coach Tony Placella has on this game and getting a positive result out of it. I would have expected some of the younger players to come on, but so far there's been minimal substitutions in the second half and overtime. That being said, they did make a lot of changes early in the first half. A lot of players, some players that haven't even seen play this year, got on the pitch. They'll be able to get some good quality minutes, but Swanee now putting full emphasis on getting the win here. A lot of coaches only stick with veteran players. Coach Tony Placella has done a really good job with that in the years that I have been here at Sewanee. I've always seen young players come in. Right now you have one starting, two starting, and a starting 11 for Sewanee. You're young, you'll get your chance. As the ball is sprayed over to the freshman, Thompson. Goalkeeper for the Owls, Kirkland, screaming at his defense to change their line.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Time is running out. 5 seconds left
4,
here in the first half of overtime.
1.
And the horn will blow. Sewanee will have one last half left to break the deadlock. It's tied at 1-1. Didn't really have a clear-cut chance. The best chance of overtime came to the foot of Brendan Mann, who only was able to flash it high. But Sewanee so far still dominating, still probing. 2 minutes left until I'll be back to call the very end of the match here and see how this resolves. Hello and welcome back. Referee's just blown the whistle. 10 minutes remain in the match, and then it's most definitely over. Currently at a draw. Stalemate 1-1. Teams have switched ends of the pitch for this overtime second half, and that's a great ball. Thompson off to the races. Look at the power on his legs. Good ball. Defenders there. Bobby Zolper, absolute veteran, senior captain, engine of the team, steps onto the pitch for the second half of overtime. That's a huge concern for Sewanee. Starting defender, freshman Ethan Dudka, goes down in what appears to be a serious injury. Up to his feet. Seems to have shaken it off to a certain extent. He's clutching his right ankle. Referee not afraid to speak his mind. Perhaps enjoys a little bit of the show and theatrics. Sewanee will have a free kick.
Josh!
Referee trying to work out that foul on Ethan Dudka. Time ticks on in what has been a very long match for the Tigers. Something that won't help them very much in their upcoming road matches. Finally plays back underway. Johnson heads over. Burkhead. Calmly dealt with. Nicely done there from the Owls, but take it off. Nice 1-2. Lob pass over to the streaking Andrew Turk, but wasn't able to keep it in bounds. Nonetheless, it will allow Sewanee to have a high pressure scheme here as the Owls try to play it out of the back. McNeil. Burkhead. Intensity's gone up to another level here. Altercations left and right. Players getting into it. Clock is still ticking, 7 minutes, 39 seconds remaining. Ooh, ball took an interesting bounce. Goalkeeper was there. There's a chance created all the way from the goalkeeper, Evan Stuber. bounced ahead of the Owl defense and ended up into the hands of the goalkeeper. Nice one-touch pass. Pure class. Here's Thompson. Oh, nicely done. Clever play there from Ben Vaith. Zolper wins it. Ball still pinging around. Zolper still working for it. Alpo cuts it onto his left foot. Plays a through ball. Nicely done. Connected out wide to Thompson. Thompson puts it in. Johnson's there. Very nearly onto it. Alpo rushed forward there. His work rate has been immense all game long, covering all the spaces in the midfield. Both teams showing sign of fatigue, but Andrew Turk isn't, and he's bursting onto the right-hand side. A lot of taunting from number 13. Absolutely shocked the referee hasn't gone into his pocket. Back post, McNeil. Oh, got it on target, but couldn't get the power on it. The goalkeeper was right there. Thompson has been the real bright spark in the match all game long. It's a scrumptious ball in for Kyle Johnston. Turk hits it, mishit it, ball bouncing around and very nearly was an own goal. Defender cleared out just inches wide of his own post. Swanee have had a very high corner count tonight. Have not been able to convert on any of them though. Set pieces haven't been something Swanee been quite as effective this year as they were last year. Oh, nice dribble there. Thompson still working back. Both sets of players going at it, giving everything they have. Whistle blown. Referee signaling the ball needs to be put back in play. And this Owl team is really tired. Johnston brings it down. Zach Burkhead studs connected. It's been a really good game from the Owl attacker Kyle Rodriguez from Columbus, Mississippi. He's got a lot of pace. Clock is stopped. And it will be a substitution. Number 1, Kyle Rodriguez coming off. Courtney Moore, a junior from Mississippi as well, will be coming on. Dutka tried to bring it down. This is a shot on target. Stubert there. One of the few saves he's been called to make tonight. Kyle Johnson still running. 100+ minutes under his belt tonight. Fitness levels required to be a soccer player, unreal, and especially the fact 26 games, 14 days, and now well into overtime. Haven't made a lot of substitutions either this game. What a long throw in. It was a driven ball from Thompson, just looking to cause some chaos, some havoc, put it into the wall, see if you could get a deflection. Dutka playing forward. Oh, it's brilliant. Velasco, does he see his man to his left? Dribbling it. They've got opportunities. Alpo on it. Left foot takes a shot, and the goalkeeper saves it. That may have been it. That may have been the chance. Another player down on the pitch. Injuries left and right. Great positioning from the goalkeeper. Player up to his feet. He'll limp off. It's another. That'll be another substitution for the Owls. Playing into overtime has come at a cost for both teams. One minute and 18 seconds remaining. Still 1-1. What an opportunity that was on the break for the Tigers. It's a brilliant save from the goalkeeper. Zach Burkhead.
Good work, Kato!
Jacob Williams there. He's the one tracking it down for the Owls and got a key deflection. Nicely done. Careful play from Sewanee right now. Thompson. "35 seconds remaining in the match. It's now or never. Never for Sewanee. Great forward ball, but that'll be the match. The goalkeeper will collect and take his time with it, or not. He goes to play quickly. Neal puts it back, goes deep. Less than 10 seconds remaining. Turk struggling to deal with this. Sewanee will not have an opportunity. The horn will blow. All that time, all those minutes, tired legs here, and it leads in a draw. Sewanee 1-1. Not quite the result they were hoping for, but as I mentioned before, it's not the end of their season. Something to learn from. They can go back, watch the film of this, and see how they can better break down a defense that's playing in a low block like this Owls team did. Overall, great effort from both sides. A lot of great tackles. It was a physical game. Saw the intensity really ratcheted up here in the second half and into overtime, and all in all it was a great spectacle. A lot of drama, saved penalty kick, own goals, keeper gaffes, and then overtime. So it was a very interesting night of soccer here on the mountain at Pewitt Field. Sewanee couldn't quite come out with the win, but got a draw. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Spencer King. This has been the Sewanee Broadcasting Network. We look forward to having you back here with us next time.